The catalogue of Marvelous Europe is mostly comprised of games with fan service, so it's surprising when the company announced Assault Gunners HD, a remaster of a giant robot game that was previously released on the Vita but only in Asia. So grab your min-made figures and cassettes with the Gundam 83 soundtrack because it's time for some mech battles. The game takes place on Mars where you control a peacekeeping group called the DAT who are fighting invaders known as the Ants. Yes, the Ants. Before each mission you receive exposition in the form of scrolling text. There really isn't much plot and the story is mostly designed to set up the next encounter, but at least Australia doesn't get blown up like it does in every other bloody giant robots anime and video game. One of the most hyped up features is the ability to make your own mechs. Not only can you change the look and colour of its frame, but you can also customize the loadout with various weapons like lasers, missiles, and shotguns. I actually had a lot of fun designing my own mech and dubbed my creation the Lada. Yes, the Russian car manufacturer. Unfortunately, when you enter the battlefield, everything falls apart with clunky controls and terrible feedback. The enemy AI, if you can even call it AI, doesn't put up much of a fight, and once you upgrade your homing missile attack, you can basically spam the missiles and win every encounter by default. The mediocre gameplay is compounded by the game's empty environments and dreary art. The mission objectives involve reaching the exit, destroying enemies, or activating beacons. Sometimes you'll duke it out with a boss, which puts up a decent fight. Completing all 20 missions will take around 2 hours, but you can unlock several side missions, extending the play length to 3 hours. There's also a horde mode called Inferno, where you fight endless waves of enemies. Since the game only costs $10, the small amount of content is understandable, but if you're itching for seconds, the game does offer a $5 DLC pack, which includes 15 additional missions, extra Inferno maps, and a few other goodies. I usually sneer at DLC practices, but this is one of the few instances where DLC is done right. The game is sold in chunks, and each one is priced accordingly. While I did enjoy building my own mech, the actual gameplay is an absolute slog with no personality. Giant robot fans should skip this one and wait for the upcoming 4K port of Zone of the Enders 2, although Konami doesn't have the best track record when it comes to remasters, so I may end up regretting that statement.